Hello everyone. I hope you're well. My name is Charlotte and I am the host of the Ceejyloves Show. I am interested in lots and lots of different things, but my main passions are travelling and living a positive life and tapping into your creative potential. So, I'm going to talk to you today about something that I've been struggling with for a while, and that is just getting started with something. I am a huge overthinker, so I have been deliberating over and over again about whether to even film this video. This is what my mind is like. For months, I've been mulling over starting a podcast. For 3 weeks, I have been mulling over what it would be like to talk on the podcast. I'm a classic overthinker. What am I going to talk about? Will people be interested? This is the battle I'm having. So I created my intro, I created my artwork for my podcast, and it sat there for 3 weeks, and this week I have decided that I am going to do it. This is going to be the week that this happens. Because why do we wait? Why do we wait to begin something that could potentially change our lives? If you're not planning to make it a full-time thing, it could still change your life and give you that positivity and fulfillment that you're lacking in your life, potentially. But in our heads, we're like, well, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it next week. And the cycle continues. So recently, I was inspired by the lovely Michelle Rohr. I'll link you to her website in the comments below, but she is a huge inspiration for me. And she recently did a YouTube video about how simple it is to just create a podcast. And I was like, oh, it really is that simple. You just record what you want to say and you just upload it onto the website and you just put a picture there. I mean, it's not difficult. And I think we are told by so many that we need to be doing all the things to make your podcast perfect. But the thing is, it's never going to be perfect, and perfectionism is something that really gets in the way of us making progress in our lives, and perfectionism sometimes means that we will never get it done. We'll never even start what we want to do. So at the end of the day, I wanted to get my message out to everyone and create this podcast to encourage people to just take hold of their dreams and just go with them. Just go with your gut, go with your instinct, and just really push yourself to do something amazing, because we have so many ideas in our heads. We think about all the things that we could do, but for some reason we don't think we're good enough. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. I have met so many amazing, amazing women in the Female Entrepreneur Association that I'm part of. And on Instagram, I have made some incredible connections, and they have all been successful in their own ways, and they believe that they can do it. And some of them have already had some incredible, incredible success. So we're all on a journey to get that dream life that we want, and it is perfectly attainable. We just have to stay focused and believe in ourselves. Mindset is most of the work, essentially. We need to work on our mindset. We need to keep telling ourselves that we are good enough, no matter what we were told when we were younger, at school, maybe even at work. From my experience, it's been both. I've always told myself I'm not good enough, and I don't know why, because on paper I have a lot of skills and I have had a lot of accomplishments, so why wouldn't I be good enough? And I want you to ask the same question to yourself. So, perfectionism. I think that's a bit of an issue because we want to get everything right. And I don't know about you, but I hate getting things wrong. It's just something I've always been afraid of. I hate letting people down. I hate disappointing people, like making them realise that I haven't done as well as they thought I would in something. And that is my deepest fear, really, letting people down. And I need to work on that because that is not a good way to live. I need to first look to myself and tell myself I'm good enough. I shouldn't be looking for validation from other people. But this is easier said than done, and a lot of us do this. We measure our worth by what other people think of us. But the reality is that we already are good enough, and we should be just focusing on this truth inside of us that will fuel us to produce something incredible. But we worry about what other people think of us, and that can slow us down. So I just want to say, like, who is to say what is right and wrong anyway? Who is to tell you that you aren't doing it the right way? There are so many different ways of doing things. It's something that you just figure out for yourself, really. And I think it's something that we just need to grow into, and we need to adjust to. We need to try different methods and ways of doing things and then decide which is the best way for us to do it. And this isn't necessarily following one particular way. This could be looking at the various ways that successful people have achieved things, and we could take bits of what they've done and kind of combine it into our own kind of happy medium. Or we don't have to take anyone's advice. We could just go with our intuition, and we could just establish our own route and our own methods, and that is totally fine as well. So these are all things that we just need to really tell ourselves, like, it's okay to do it your own way. You don't need to doubt yourself so much, because if you truly want something, then you will do it, and it will happen for you. So just know that you just can. And I just wanted to give you this message today because we do have days where we doubt ourselves, and I think that when we're having those days, like, we don't realise that we'll have other days where we do really believe in ourselves. And I have a bit of both. I think I'm never going to feel confident again in what I'm doing, but then I wake up today and I am absolutely on fire. So you've just got to embrace that and just know that if you're having a bit of a down day and a bit of a doubtful day, maybe just take a break from what the project you're trying to work on, and maybe just work on your mindset a bit more. Listen to some inspirational videos and podcasts, and maybe just get your head in the zone of just imagining the positive life you want and reconnecting with why you're doing this. I always find that is a really good way to embrace those down days. So it's been a bit of a mix of messages in this podcast, but they're all consistent with the idea that you should just believe in yourself and get started on the idea that you've been having, that's been floating around in your head for, it could have even been years, months, Maybe you only just had the idea a few days ago. But the thing is, if you're having these ideas popping into your head, then you should not ignore them, because they are to be pursued and you need to see where they're going to go. So I'm going to leave it there for today, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me, because this is my first go, and like I said, I was unsure what to say, but I just wanted to get the message out there into the world, where it can reach those who need it, because I needed this message last year when I was struggling. So I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will be back soon with more messages of encouragement, positivity, and just becoming your best self. Thank you.